So what is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel with another COD Zombies video, where today we are counting down the top 5 scariest zombies maps we have had released to date. These all, of course, are in my opinion, but you can decide what you think, or put your list of what top 5 you would pick down in the comment section below. Now, before we get into the video, I want to kindly ask you guys to leave a like rating on the video. I'm going to set the goal of 1 like rating on the video. If we could surpass that, that'd be awesome. If we do surpass it, leave a like rating anyway. And also, it was difficult to pick 5 different maps because we just have so many zombies maps. In fact, we have World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. We have, what, 5+ maps for each of those games. So, over 20 zombies maps. And to pick it down to 5, yes, we have the occasional bad map, Transit. But generally, all of the zombies maps from Treyarch have been decent. Even, Zetsubo has its small occasion where, some things are decent, right? The Wonder Weapon in that game was pretty good. But getting back to the main topic of this video, I have to pick 5 of the scariest zombies maps, so that's what I've done. But I do want to give an honorable mention to Zetsubo no Shima. As Treyarch said before this map released, this is going to be the scariest zombies map to date, and oh boy, it was definitely scary. Now, all jokes aside, that was not scary at all. In fact, it was more annoying, but I do want to give an honorable mention to Transit. You may be thinking, Eli, what are you going on about? Look, this list is not top 5 best zombies maps. In no way am I saying this was the best, but you have to admit, or for me at least, with the fog, the denizens, the cornfields, the little remake of Nakdar and Totem we got in the fields, the Avogadro, the way we had to make our way through the fog if we missed the bus, all of that combined with the fact that I hated this map anyway, actually, in my opinion, made me not want to play this. I thought this map, and I still actually think this map is scary in a lot of ways from what I've just told you. And that being the fact that I just don't like this map in general is one of the reasons why I won't play it. So I do, even though I didn't make it onto the top 5, have to put Transit as an honorable mention, because even though you may not like it, for me at least, in my opinion, it is a scary map. So with that out of the way, let's get into the top 5. Now, as we know, Black Ops 3 didn't really hold too many good maps. It could be regarded as one of the worst games for zombies maps. I mean, they definitely weren't exciting. Draz and Draco was good. The Giant, obviously an older map we've had, was good. Shadows of Evil has kind of grown on me, but the others were just average. Garrett Kariba was alright, Zetsubo no Shima was pretty terrible. Revelations, again, really wasn't that good. So I can't really add Black Ops 3 zombies onto this list. I mean, you could say Zetsubo, but really, that's a joke. Now, getting into number 5, I have placed Kino der Toten. A map that really, when this came out, I didn't play all too much because it was scary. Back then, I believe it was in Black Ops 1 at the start, I don't even know how old I was back then. 12, 13, something like that. Eli, you weren't 18 then. But that aside, at that age, playing this map, for me, was very scary and was one of the reasons why, like I just said, I didn't play it all that much. The fact that I didn't like it, we have the cinema aspect, the old rundown cinema, these buildings that, the roofers falling through, combined with the fact that we have the Nova 6 crawlers coming in from the rooftops with their gas. We have the starting area, you have the outside area where you're all caged in. This map for me was extremely scary, especially back when it first came out, and was the reason why I didn't play this and decided to play Moon. Moon. That's a good map. For my number 5 spot, definitely not the scariest. I don't really find it too scary nowadays, but back then, it's a map that I didn't want to play, not because it was bad, but because of the atmosphere it had. Now, coming in at number 4, I wanted to place this lower down on the list, but I couldn't. And I think it's because I enjoy this map so much. It's the fact I don't find it any scarier than I probably should. And this is Mob of the Dead. Arguably one of the best zombies maps we have ever had in zombies. In fact, probably alongside Origins, my favourite zombies map ever. And that's the reason why I can't put it any further down on this list, because I enjoy it so much. I don't really find it as scary. But the music, the way we start off in this small, shortened corridor, and this whole map includes small, short, little tiny spaces that we have to go down. And the best thing about this is the fact that it's based off a real life abandoned prison called Alcatraz. Now, at the time when this map is supposed to be set, it wouldn't have been abandoned, but obviously nowadays, an abandoned prison, a lot of people think these places are haunted. The fact that Mob of the Dead is based off this real-life prison in the middle of the water in San Francisco just makes it 10 times more scary and just adds to the atmosphere. What also makes this for me is the characters. They're so mysterious, things they say. They themselves don't know what's going on. Easter egg makes it scarier. The fact that we have this mystery as to how we get here, why these characters are here, and how we have to escape. We have Brutus, the big boss that will come out of nowhere and start chasing you down, destroying your perk machines, locking up the mystery box. We have the zombies, all of these things coming at you in these tight corridors, these tight spaces where you have to escape from, really make this map scary. You have the lava, which is some reason underground in prison. This map literally is hell. We have the devil associated with this, so with all of this, how can you not include Mob of the Dead on this list? Now, coming in at number 3, I have had to pick 5. Now, when this came out alongside Kino der Toten, 5 was usually the map I would go to play, even though I think it's scarier, and the main reason for this is because simply I would play 2 people on 5. It's a small map, it was easier to play, but when you finally get down to the 3rd and final floor, when you finally get down to the basement and you discover what's been going on down there, the experiments the members of 5 have been doing, the bottom floor of 5 is the place that you do not want to go. And this was one of the reasons why I hated this map. So yes, it's not a good map to start out with, but when you get to that bottom floor, the tight corridors, the Nova crawlers suddenly come out of nowhere, that place really is a maze. And it's not like you can't avoid that place, because you have to go down there for the pack-a-punch and to advance on your game. If, in my opinion, we were to include the top floor and the middle floor of 5 and just forget the bottom floor, this map probably wouldn't even make it onto the list. There are still some other aspects of it that make it creepy, but the bottom floor for me is what makes this map. We also have the Pentagon Thief. I need to remember the last part. The Pentagon Thief that comes in, steal your weapons, and if he does that successfully, you have no guns to fight off against the undead, and you are screwed. That combined with the other Easter eggs we have on this map, the creepy mysterious voices, the phone calls, the Group 935 teleporter in the basement. Let's just move on. Now, coming in at number 2 is the classic, the one and only, the first ever zombies map we got, Nacht der Toten. It's pretty hard to believe, actually. The first zombies map that we ever got, Treyarch's first ever attempt, and it wasn't really an attempt, it was just, you know, a project, a little experiment, a little fun game they did on the side. It turns out as one of the scariest zombies maps we have ever had, and it's so simple. The map is so small, it's so compact, and that's what makes this scary. There is nothing, no perks, or at least I can't remember. I don't think we had any perks on the original version. All we had was the mystery box. We were first introduced to the ray gun on this map, but that's literally all we had. We were Marine soldiers stuck in a little telecommunications box, or whatever this thing is, a tiny little building with 2 small rooms upstairs and 2 small rooms downstairs. No perks. You were lucky if you made it to round, 10 on this map solo. Actually, not even solo, with other players. It's the simplicity of this map which makes it scary. Zombies coming out of the mist, coming out from the background and invading this tight bunker which you are stuck in with nothing but yourself and a weapon to help you survive. There's really nothing else I can say about this map, because there's simply not much to it, and that's what makes this map come in at the number 2 spot. And for number 1, I have had to pick Verrückt, the map which makes a reappearance on Revelations, the map which for me holds a special place in my heart since on World at War, and also when it came back in Black Ops 1, was a map that I played a lot, and it's because I truly found this scary. Not scary to the point where I didn't want to play it, but scary to the point where I wanted to play it. I actually got a thrill and enjoyed playing this map. It was simple, but one of the first advancements we got in COD Zombies. We had the power switch, we had the double-sided doors, which made it even better. And it's actually something we've never ever seen in Zombies again, where 2 players were stuck on one side of the door, the other 2 players were stuck on the other side of the door, and we were separated and had to make our own way around. Verrückt, the storyline we have on this map, what happened here, the way you can go up to the dentist chair, press the interactive button, and you will hear screaming from the patients that were operated on here by Group 935. You will hear the baby crying in the cremation oven, which is just sick. But all of this adds to the horror aspect of this map. The bloodied up walls with the mysterious writing on, which still to this day we have no idea what half of that means. Just the atmosphere, the aura that we get from this map, for me it definitely has to make it in as the number one. So there we go guys, those are my top 5 scariest zombies maps ever. Remember, they are all in my opinion, but I bet most of you will agree on what I have just set for you. Maybe you're going to change 1 or 2 in the comment section below, but Kino, Mob of the Dead 5, Nakder and Toten, and Verrucht are my top 5 scariest zombie maps. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't already left me a like rating by now, then if you could do that for me, as I'm talking right now, it literally takes 3 seconds to smack that like button, turn it blue, that'd mean an awful lot to me. Leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know if you agree with this list, and if not, put your top 5 in the comments. I'll be very interested to hear what you guys think. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button, and if you do that, put I subscribed in the comment section below, and I'll reply to most of you. If not, I will try all of you who put that in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.